Good afternoon and welcome to today's vlog for Friday the 25th of July. Hope everybody is well. I'm going to talk about getting your own customers. Now this is probably going to be aimed at people who are thinking about entering the trade, or those that have just entered the trade and perhaps just like me working off the CX only. There are pros and cons. The obvious pros are you will probably earn more money per job than you earn on the CX. Also, you might be able to sub out some jobs and take a little cut off each one just for receiving a phone call, making a phone call and printing an invoice. The cons are going to be there's going to be some aggravation and stress. It all depends how well organised your customer is, but that is something to think about if it's going to affect your day. I don't have my own customers. I decided when I entered in 2023 I was just going to stick with the CX. I just didn't need the aggravation, to be honest, and that's how I worked. When I moved up to Brightlingsea summer of last year, I did think about getting my own customers, and this is where you need to do your research and local market. For me, where I am, I've got an industrial estate and I've got also quite a large boatyard marina. But I've got two courier companies locally. I've got Redhead Couriers and I've got Tendering Freight Services, both very good companies, plenty of vans scooting around. I've also got a company called Pallet Plus, and they are part of the Pallet network, and they've got Arctics, and every night at 7 o'clock their Arctics roll out the depot all over the country, and they all come rolling back in at 6 o'clock the next morning, and they do quarter pallets, half pallets, full pallets. Pretty much the area I live is sewn up, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to offer anybody that is better than what they're already using. I think for you, there's going to be three questions you need to answer from a potential customer. This is what I found back in my transport days. An easy one, a hard one, and a very hard one. The easy question: what are your payment terms? Now you could probably come back and ask them what they currently do, and if they do something like 7 days, offer them 14 days. It's going to be better for them. They've got an extra 7 days of money in the bank, and 14 days isn't a hardship for you. I do hear some drivers saying they get paid same day, next day off their customers. If you can do that, well then that's fantastic. The hard question is going to be, what are you going to charge me? There's no stock rate. London is different to Cornwall, Birmingham's different to Lincolnshire. You've just got to know your local market and what the market can take, and just make sure obviously that you've got enough profit in your margins. The difficult question is always the one: why should I drop my current transport supplier to use you? The only things I can really think of, maybe they use a national courier. You might be one person, a local person, someone who's just available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and the only person they're going to deal with. You might offer something like putting magnetic signs on your van, advertising their company, their logo, while you're doing their jobs. Maybe you work for or you're involved in a local sports team, and you can put their company name and logo on the front of kids' shirts. That just shows you're giving something back into the community from them, and of course that cost is easily put against your expenses and your tax liabilities. So anyway, good luck with that. If you've got any things I haven't thought about that might help you get a customer, please stick it in the comments and we can all share. On to the day. If you've seen yesterday's video, I had a job in the bank. I loaded yesterday afternoon in Clacton-on-Sea for delivery down to London North 14, Cockfosters, at 9 o'clock this morning. I was quite lucky today. Wife was working from home, so I could get an early start. Left home at 5:30, arrived in the Cockfosters area at 7:30. All I had was a road and a phone number, not much use. Made a phone call. Chap said, I'll send you another phone number, which he did. Rang that, and they told me they was in the local tube depot, which was fine. All those tube depots, you got to book in, and then I've got to find the right person in stores who wanted this stuff. But we managed it, and I was out by 8 o'clock, so it was all good. No work in Cockfosters, it's just a residential area. So made my way back up to junction 24, the M25 at Potter's Bar, sat there and started looking at the feed about 8:15. There was lots of jobs again coming up and disappearing very, very quickly. Also, there were lots of car jobs for some reason. I just don't bid on car jobs. I just find that they're not worth it. Anyway, there were some jobs to come up that I put prices on. I'm going to give you these prices again so you can gauge what the market is taking. Woodford Green to Merksham in Wiltshire, small van, 120 miles, bid £120, didn't get it. Enfield to Southeast 26, which is Sydenham, South London, small van, 27 miles, £75. It's a London delivery. It's a pain in the backside area to get to, didn't get it. St Albans to Staines, right round the M25, small van, 28 miles, £50. That's my minimum normally, didn't get that. Dunstable to Southend-on-Sea, long wheelbase van, 70 miles, £90, no luck. And Dunstable to Kings Lynn, small van, 96 miles, £100. It's supposed to be a rubbish area to go to, didn't get it. The job did come up from Ware in Hertfordshire, going to Newbury, Berkshire, small van, 90 miles, £90 I bid, didn't get it. But immediately another job came up from Ware, going to Reading, small van, 80 miles, I bid £80 and I got that job at 9:10. So I was about half an hour away, made my way up to Ware, got loaded, away at 10:15. Like all these places, it puts Reading and you automatically think you're going into the centre or very close outskirts of Reading. Went to Aldermaston, which is southwest of Reading. It wasn't a drama and it was 82 miles and I'd say I bid £80, so I'm not going to complain on that. Got there at 12:20, brilliant set of guys, got me offloaded in 10 minutes. 12:30, I needed a break. I wanted to go and have some lunch and have a break, so I went and parked up, got some food. Got back in the van at 1 o'clock, started having a look, made my way up to the nearest junction of the M4 and parked up there. Nothing was happening. There was a few jobs, but they were all going in areas I didn't want to go. I think Shoreham-on-Sea, there was one right down to the bottom of Kent, Deal, I think it was. Anyway, so I started making my way towards Reading. I thought I need to get a little bit closer to home. Time is starting to tick. And a job did come up. Well, there's two jobs came up. The first job came up from Reading to London E18, showing at 55 miles, which basically is taking it right through the centre of London. No way you're going to go right through the centre of London, Piccadilly and Shaftesbury Avenue on a Friday afternoon. I put a nice price of £60 on that, but didn't get it. You're probably going to go around the M25 and that'll probably finish up at about 70 odd miles. And then another job came up just as I was going past Reading, and that was from High Wycombe, and that was going to Haverhill in Essex, which is absolutely perfect for me. Company I've worked with a number of times, did a job for them earlier in the week. That was 85 miles, I bid £80 and they rang me straight away with that. Delighted to get that job. So 3 jobs today, the 125, 80 and 80. So that's 285, which is a great day for me. £100 more than my sort of target. Really pleased. So I'm just on my way to Haverhill now. I'll get that off and I should be home for just after 6 o'clock. Perfect. Don't work the weekends, as you know. Busy weekend this weekend. Our town has its annual rowing regatta. I'm too old, too fat and too bald to get in a boat, but it's a great weekend. We've also got a vineyard where we live and they've got to do on tomorrow night, pizza and wine night of a band, so we'll be there. Sunday morning will be paperwork, clean the van, Sunday lunch in the local pub, and then I'm going to come back and watch the football. As you know, I was the kit man at Arsenal Women's for 3 years, and obviously I personally know quite a lot of the girls that are playing. I'll send them a text message tomorrow. I know they've had a tremendously long, hard season. They started back in pre-season on the 1st of August last year, and I think they're feeling it, but they'll give everything for England. They'll give it, as I say, they'll give it everything they've got, and hopefully they can retain the Euros on Sunday. Anyway, that's me done. I hope you've had a good week yourself. Enjoy your weekend. I've got a job for Monday morning in the bag, which is nice. So we'll talk again on Monday afternoon. Have a great weekend. All the best. Cheers, Paul.